knockout's all about. Fast, sharp, and thunderous. Unbelievable.
It's an incredibly short fight, but did we learn anything about Deontay Wilder that we didn't know tonight?
No, he's the bronze bomber, and he was bombing tonight.
What do you think happens with him and with Joshua?
Different animal, different situation. He's going to have to be so much better than he actually is when he meets up with Joshua. So we'll have to see what happens.
You know, Breazeale went 7 rounds with Joshua. He got knocked out in that fight too, but he seemed to comport himself much better. What was the difference between London and Joshua and Brooklyn and Wilder?
Well, basically, every time you get stopped, it's a little bit less that you have to perform next time. And Wilder jumped on him just like he was supposed to. And it's just that thing. It's that boxing thing.
You know that Tyson Fury rematch is out there. There's no question that Wilder has a knockout power, but he did get up, Fury did. Do you think in the rematch, if it were to happen, it would change at all?
Well, I think it's going to definitely change. The more time that Fury has to prepare, the harder it's going to be for Wilder to do what he did before. I'm looking forward to the rematch. I'm thinking that he's going to be in a special place. He's going to create the ambiance to rise to the occasion and do what he has to do. Oh, my brother from another mother's in the house, the best manager on the planet, Keith Conley, over here. Make sure you get that shot. Get that shot. Okay. All right. Well.
And how's our man doing, Danny Jacobs?
He's doing okay. He's relaxing, resting, sort of keeping to himself right now. I would assume thinking about what happened in the bout. So.
I mean, I imagine you still got to be looking forward. He had a good fight. It didn't turn out the way he wanted, but there's still options on the table for him. You know what you guys are looking at or what you think might be good for him next?
No, well, right now we're not thinking about any of that. It's too soon after the bout, and we have other athletes that we have to deal with. We have Sergey Derevyanchenko, who's the IBF #1 mandatory. We're going to do what we have to do to get him ready for his eventual Canelo fight, and just make sure that we rise to the occasion.
You heard Canelo calling out. If that fight were to take place, which I'll say right now, I hope it doesn't, you think Errol can beat Canelo?
Well, I think that Canelo is still too big for him. It's the same thing. The way he beat Mickey, I think Canelo would sort of outbox him. It's just too big. But middleweights need to fight middleweights or super middleweights. Stop dealing with guys in the lower weight classes. Talking about a welterweight, let that go. Stop it already.
And lastly, you talked about Derevyanchenko, and that isn't mandatory. It might actually happen. What kind of chance does he have against Canelo? I would imagine he's going to be a huge underdog.
Well, he'll be a huge underdog, but we'll be working together again. I haven't worked with him for 2 fights, and if the Canelo fight does materialize, or regardless of whatever fight it might be, I will be back in his corner, and we will be working and recreating his circle defense, which had him in a stellar position.
I'll let you go, Coach. I know you guys, it's been a short night for you, but a long night for us. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
And remember, Havoc is up in this house.
Havoc in the house.
We are in the hurt business.
With Radio Rahim.